The investigation into this terrorist camp gave law enforcement authorities a rare glimpse of the guerrilla warfare tactics given to Sheikh Jelani's soldiers of Allah. According to court documents, the Fouqra compound was placed under constant police surveillance. It showed various individuals conducting martial arts training, engaging in hand-to-hand combat, and other paramilitary tactical maneuvers, and practicing the shooting of assorted firearms and weaponry. The Fouqra compound also had a storage locker full of explosives and other terrorist material located in Colorado Springs.
What they found were approximately 30 pounds of explosives, which were ready to detonate. They found pipe bombs that were ready to detonate. In fact, the CBI was also involved. They actually detonated one of these, and it blew up a car.
In addition to explosives, the Fouqra storage locker contained mercury switches for detonating bombs, shape charges, handguns with silencers, pipe bombs, home-cooked plastic explosives, bomb-making instructions, blank birth certificates, fake Colorado driver's licenses, a manual called Guerrilla Warfare, another called Counter-Guerrilla Warfare Operations. There were also targeted silhouettes. One was marked with the words, "Shooting a hostage," and FBI Anti-Terrorist Team. The FBI also discovered surveillance and reference material to Buckley Air National Guard Base, the Rocky Mountain Arsenal, Warren Air Force Base, and 2 Wyoming National Guard armories.
The authorities also found assassination packages, little targeting packages of saying that these are the orders, basically an order package to actually kill somebody. And in one case, one package was found with pictures and detailed instructions on how to execute the leader of an Islamic community center in Tucson. They found a targeting package saying that they should kill this imam so they can take control of his facility. The FBI went and they warned this gentleman about this targeting package. They told him what they found. They showed it to him. It said that this guy is to be murdered in the mosque, in the kitchen of the mosque, after a Friday night service, and he's going to be stabbed in a certain way and a certain number of times after services. They warned him, they told him, and he says, well, thanks for the warning. You know, I appreciate knowing this, but I'm still going to live my life. And within a few months, they found him murdered in the mosque, in the kitchen of the mosque, stabbed the appropriate number of times according to the targeting information that was found in the El Fouqra compound in Colorado.
The Colorado Fouqra camp was also responsible for the bombing of a Hare Krishna temple near Denver.
That was the windows that the bombs went through. These were bombs that were batteries connected to black powder in those cylinders that I explained that were connected to napalm that they threw in here. There were 2 of them, and they caused over $200,000 worth of damage.
I think from the smell and from the smoke, it was obvious that this was something that was planted. Fortunately, on the other side of this, there were some ceramic tiles that repelled the heat. If we would have known someone was coming with a bomb, we would certainly react and do what's necessary.
Sheikh Jelani's Fouqra compound, which named itself Muhammad's Commandos of Sector 5, also firebombed a power station in Leesdale, Colorado. The FBI warned Colorado of the terrorists within their state, but according to Susan Fanger, the state's chief investigator, the FBI refused to get involved with shutting the Jamaat al-Fouqra compound down. Susan Fanger remains off camera because she has been warned that Sheikh Jelani has a contract out on her life.
At that point, the governor wanted to know what was going on. he was pretty upset about the fact that we have terrorists in Colorado. And I have to respect the man because we got together, the FBI was there, my director and I were there. That was Governor Roy Romer. Governor Romer said, I don't want terrorists here in Colorado. What are you going to do about it? And he turns to the FBI. And there were 2 people from the FBI, including the head guy of the Denver office. And the Denver office said, we're pulling out. We can't do anything. We've got word from Washington that we're not going to get involved in this. So, they left the room, and the governor was really upset.
After the FBI pulled out of the investigation, the state of Colorado was left on its own to uproot the Jamaat Afroqa terrorist camp.
The governor said, anything you need, just ask for it. So I said, well, I need to carry a gun. This is a dangerous group. I said, I have to keep this really secret. I went to the grand jury, the state grand jury, presented all of this evidence. At the end of the grand jury, they gave the indictments handed down. And at that point, the prosecutor helped me to put together a 64-man law enforcement team from various jurisdictions. And we went up and we raided the place. We found arms. So we had a mine inspector lined up. We had bomb experts lined up because we suspected of all these things we'd be finding there. And sure enough, we found a large cache of weapons. 5,000 rounds of Chinese ammunition, rifles, all kinds of weapons, knives, bows and arrows, everything you could think of. Okay, guns, of course, rifles of all kinds, and including some illegal weapons.
On his website, Sheikh Jelani claims his organization is not violent and that Islam is the religion of peace. Brent Garfield has been a member of Muslims of America for 15 years. Though he would not allow us to film his interview, he claims Sheikh Jelani strictly teaches his members to be law-abiding citizens.
I've been taught in this community from the very beginning, okay, to obey the laws. This is our country, you understand? Obey the laws, be the best of the community, be the best husbands, be the best fathers, be the best brothers. Open your hands to the non-Muslim, to the Christian, to the Jew. You understand what I'm saying? Obey the laws. If you do not do anything wrong, if you have unpaid tickets, pay them. If you had fines, pay them. If you have warrants, turn yourself in. And do not do these criminal activities. We were taught to leave the city to get away from living next door to these crackheads and these alcoholics and these people who abuse their wives and these people who abuse their children and divorce their women. You can't take and change everybody, but when these things are found out, they're kicked away. The good people continue to build and bad people go to jail. And people that commit crimes do need to go to jail. And they're not part of this community and they get punished and they need to be extradited from the community. And these people want to just live their life and try to raise good children and try to be peaceful.
Reaction from neighbors surrounding Sheikh Jelani's Muslims of America compounds range anywhere from a lack of concern to incredulous rumors to alarming stories.
I don't fear anything from them people. I just had one neighbor that lived about a mile away from here. She had heard other people talk about machine gun fire down there and helicopter coming in and landing down there.
Yeah, they're everywhere all down there. If you look like a threat, you're gonna get stopped. Because my brother kept telling me I needed to get a gun. They must be training to take out America.
But yeah, it's a very scary area. If I had children, small children, I've got children, but if I had small children, I wouldn't let them anywhere around here. And they hate Americans. Why the hell are they here?
Right.
Yeah. I don't understand it.
I don't either. Murder's not religion at all, and neither is the danger that it poses whenever you're out there playing with guns and stuff like that. And what if one of those bullets goes astray and hits somebody else's kid?
Right.
Or better get your own. It's like they don't think about things like that.
How does the county do about it? Anything?
Nothing.
Why do they leave them alone? That's a lot of danger.
They're scared. But they can't. Nobody will do anything. Nobody will touch them.
It's like nobody will take a step. I dated a police officer for 3 years. They're afraid to make a step towards it because of the discriminatory thing and things like that. Lawsuits, just it would be a whole big old mess. So instead of doing something about it, whereas if the average Joe was out here and they would, you know, it's the lawsuits and everything else, and they just don't want to get caught up in that mess.